All right, friends, let's jump back into Frostpunk. So, like I said last time, we kind of started to get our bearings and get some comfort, get some familiarity with this game. And just when we thought we had a good hold on what to expect with this game, they pull the rug out from underneath us, and things have tumbled once again. Hope continues to dwindle for our colony, and it's not looking good. But I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up. The NFL cannot afford the wrath of all the Swifties. Yeah, it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting concept. The idea of this measurable impact that Taylor Swift has had on the NFL. It's delightful. It's weird, but it's delightful. We got Johnson. What's up, Johnson? Some wait. Oh, Sims 4. I thought you were maybe playing Sims 1 or 2, because one's been jumping on 1 and 2 lately. One's been jumping on 1 and 2, which has been fun. So let's see what's going on here. So it says inoperative, which is a little bit surprising because it is too cold. Oh, good to know. Good to know. So the heater being on is one thing, but that is just not cutting it. Well, that's gonna cause some problems pretty soon. I mean, it's already not great, but it's gonna get even more less great. We are out of steel, but that's fine because we do have the sawmill. I think it's this thing, the steelworks. And this one is, from what I can tell, yeah, we'll never run out. So when they say we're out of steel, I think they mean, let's see, where was it? I think we had some loose steel we were mining. Oh, maybe it just means it's not that that a steel reserve ran empty. It just means that, yeah, this number ran out from a recent thing we just built. Because we have this just impossibly terrible cold snap. Negative 76 Fahrenheit. That's fucking illegal. If it's negative 76 Fahrenheit, the air needs to be arrested and thrown into prison. Like, that's just not cool, bro. So we have a couple of options, and none of them are particularly ideal. So the obvious one is upgrade the power of the generator. That's the obvious one. We don't have steel for that, so that's going to be a little bit rough. We don't have steel for any of these things, obviously. The generator power upgrade is the most obvious one. Of course, we would also need to consider extending the range. The other option is going for the more powerful steam hubs. So either the range or... Actually, hold on. I guess that is just the range, isn't it? Wait, unless it's the range and the power? No, it's just the range. So can the steam hubs be juiced? Efficiency upgrade. Yeah, I don't see anything else for the steam hubs. We can improve the heaters. And of course, that would be like the immediate fix. That'd be immediate fix for all the buildings that can't operate right now. Switch to Old English. And then Elgaso's like, wait, Alex doesn't know what those is because he doesn't drink. Alex, that is malt liquor. Thank you, Elgaso. Elgaso's like, wait a second. Hold on, Alex. I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say. He's a big goober. He's trying his darndest, but he's a big goober. All right, so we need some steel. What I could do is demolish some stuff to get steel quickly. Or I could see if we could just, like, let this thing do its thing. It's going at 60% efficiency. We are pretty early in the day, so I think we'll be able to get this built pretty quickly. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, but I think that's probably our best bet right now. So a lot of things are inoperable right now. And when I say things, I mean cookhouse. That's fine. We have food for about a day. Being unable to care for people, the unable to have the medicine place working, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, no question. I can't overcharge this, can I? Consumption. Oh, that's kind of nice. You can just show that. And is there like any sort of thing I can do? Yeah, I need to research the next Steam level. There was like a thing you could do to like Oh, here we go. Overdrive. Yeah, let's do that for a bit. Let's do that for a bit, but I'm not gonna do it for very long. If nothing else, that'll allow some of these guys to do the thing. Yeah, so let's turn the heat back on. So yeah, for that matter, why'd the heaters go off? They should be, all these should be on. Okay, well, of course, that's the problem here, is that this thing, these all, of course, fall outside the range. So I'm going to, since this is inoperable, I'm just going to turn these off just because these heaters can't do shit anyway. So we'll turn those off anyway. Yeah, it's freezing. It's a medical post. Get it the fuck out of here. Guard station. It is functioning, so we'll leave that heater on. Child shelter. Yeah, we probably don't want children freezing to death. I'm actually kind of... I'm pleasantly surprised the Steam Hub is actually doing okay. So yeah, so we don't have a better range. So I'm wondering, is there a way that you can... the next building of this type? Oh, no, okay, I see what they mean. They're just cycling through them. So this one's actually pretty okay. The main concern is how do we get how do we get the residential areas heated? That's the main concern. That's the main concern. The guard stations are fine. Child shelter is fine. Like, you know, anything with a heater that is in range of the generator is fine. Oops. The cult up, is there some people? Yeah, there are people working there. This one is out of, no, that's the workshop. And the workshop is functioning. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Yes, that one's offline. Which is intentional. That one is freezing. Actually, no, it's very cold. But that one, we actually don't want the heater on for this one, because that is being worked by the automatons. We don't care about that one. I don't care about that one. Population is angry and hopeless. I'll have you know, Drene, they are not angry and hopeless. They are discontent and hopeless, okay? Totally different. Totally different. Yeah, we had a script, what I think is a scripted event, where we were doing great. We were doing great, but we were doing, I think, too good. And the game fucking took a hammer to our legs and just fucking took us down a peg. And what happened is a dude stumbled into our colony. And he was like he proclaimed to be the last survivor of the only known colony that is in this part of the world right now. He was from Winterhome, and he was like, "I'm the last survivor from Winterhome. Everyone else is dead. The colony is in ruins. We're alone. There's no one's coming for us. We're all alone. There's no hope. Leave while you can." And now, because of that, we have the Londoners event has happened, where now, or is happening, where people are trying to leave. And that, like, that alone took at, like, 75% of our hope. Our hope was, like, right here, and discontent was empty. And that threw things into the works right around the same time as this impossible cold snap. So we've had cold snaps before. Usually it brings us to -40. This is -76. It's almost -80. So I think this was a scripted thing. That's the game saying, all right, you're doing good. Let's level up. Let's level up and fuck your shit up. It wouldn't matter. Yeah, you picked up what I was putting down. You picked up what I was putting down, Drene. So this is a sign that we've leveled up, and we have that to deal with. So yeah, so we're putting the generator into some stress, putting it on overdrive, basically until we can get enough steel to research improved heaters. I think improved heaters is probably the next best step, and then probably also generator power upgrade. Ideally power and range. I'm kind of disappointed that there's no way to upgrade the power for the steam hubs. You can make them more efficient, which is nice, but I'm a little bit concerned about the lack of steam hub options. So I was kind of banking on that. I guess I didn't read close enough. So anyways, let's go and unpause. And yeah, so right now we're at 7 steel. So it's gonna be a little bit quicker than I thought it would be, which is good. Research goal not set. Severe frostbite. Right, yeah, that is unfortunately how this is gonna go. Unfortunately, yeah. Working in the freezing cold left him with such severe frostbite, there was no other choice. We must do something. And we do have a care house. We do have a care house, yes. In fact, here, if I pause it... Oh, I can't actually... Yeah, we have 3 more hours. Yeah, for that matter... Well, actually, no, really, the big thing would be the factory. So we could start creating prosthetics. We did research the factory. We just need to build it. We just need to build it. We don't have the steel for it, obviously. This takes higher priority. So yeah, so like this is gonna be, yeah, the people that are out here on their own, it is pretty dire. What I might even do, this is the sawmill. I'm gonna say, you know, we have enough wood. Let's shut down the sawmill. We don't need people working out here when it's this cold. It's not necessary. We have plenty of wood. That's not really necessary at this point. If need be, we could always switch the automaton over. So let's get these people over here. Let's bring them in as guards. And actually, more pertinently, let's bring in coal workers and gathering post workers. That's more relevant because we're gonna have more coal demands for sure. It's good to see you, by the way, Whale. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so yeah, when it comes to minimizing our people getting exposed like this, yeah, another person became gravely ill. That's gonna be happening, unfortunately. The good news though is we have this available. That's the thing. Do I go for the power upgrade or the improved heaters? The power upgrade and the range upgrade. Yeah, all these. Actually, we cannot do the improved heaters. Maybe I should do one of these. Maybe I should do like the improved range. Let's do the improved range. Go for that. Try to steal again. That's fine. That's fine. Once you have the range improved, then we'll be able to disperse that heat a little bit higher, and we'll be able to continue the overdrive. An indignant woman. A woman having opinions and expressing them out loud in the open air for men to hear. Can you imagine? I'm just fucking around, obviously. But anyway, cursing them and hitting them with their fists. That's actually kind of awesome. These swine have been pestering me day in, day out, and I'm sick of it. They're trying to make advances. So let's see. Skip this district on patrol. Use the patrol, have less effect. Hope will rise. Hope will rise slightly. I do like the idea of a very short-term gain of giving me more hope, given how low this is. I do really like what's like guaranteed to be a short-term gain. The patrol will have less effect. I'm willing to take that gamble. I'm willing to take that gamble. We'll see if I end up regretting this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Drene's like, yeah. I see what you're trying to say, Alex. Hopefully, my facetiousness was obvious. That's a fun word, facetious. Sounds like a Greek philosopher. Greek philosopher of some kind. All right, this is gonna take 8 hours at 100% research, which I think we are at 100%. Yeah, we're at 100%. 7 hours. So that'll be probably not until the next day, which is unfortunate. How are we doing on our production? So coal generation is still pretty good. Food is something I'm always a little bit concerned about. We're still a little bit above what we need to be, so that's good. So eventually what we'll need to do is power on the other coal thumper that we built, but no rush. And I think we did determine that to build a factory, it takes quite a bit of steel. So we got that. Yeah. Jesus. I'm laughing, but I'm also sad. That's how that goes. Like I'm laughing, but I'm like, oh right, that's how people used to think. And then pee pee poo poo haha. Then I turn into sad mode. Let's see how we're doing now. One nice thing here is that the generator plus the steam hub. Well, no, we determined it's not additive, so that would not do it. No, we just really need to juice the generator. I do need to keep an eye on this guy, because once this gets to a high level, then we'll be in scary zone. Yeah, it'll explode at 100. It'll explode at 100. It's not that it's more likely to explode the higher it gets. It's just when it gets to 100, then we dead. Then we dedge. All right, so this has still got a ways to go. The nice thing is that the steel worker, the steel automaton can go throughout the night. So there's a very real possibility we actually might be able to start on the construction for the factory sooner than later. So that'll be nice. Desirable decision. Yeah, we're desirable. Don't watch those Ravens games. It was, yeah. That's I'm remembering this conversation now. The NFL conversation. This is coming back. Let's see. So yeah, looking at the time remaining on this guy, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start that factory construction. Does it matter where I build it? Yes, it does matter. But I think I'm just gonna pop it right here, I think. We're out of steel. We get that message a lot. We run out of steel frequently in this game. There we go. Get that going. And the nice thing about getting this built up is that it will allow us to start building prosthetics. I think it also allows you to build steam cores and a few other things. So that'll be really nice when the time comes. Our expedition is 6 hours out. I think they travel... I think that's total time. I think that's total time. I think that is not just referring to... like waking time necessarily. Alright, so... we need some workers, obviously. Oh, automatons. Oh, 50 coal. Wow, so automatons are expensive. Prosthetics. Takes 10 steel to make 1. We need... how many do we need? There's somewhere it'll show... oh, there we go. We need 5 prosthetics, ideally. So that's 50 steel. So that'll take some time. I'm not gonna rush to populate this necessarily. Not gonna like make a huge rush for it. This is getting pretty close to the danger zone. Another amputation. Scouts have arrived. I might want to turn this off. Oh, hold on, what's this? Food theft. The Londoners are stealing supplies. 31 food rations. They might retrieve some stolen food. Discontent will rise if we let them be. Sure. See what happens. We'll see what happens. How's this going, by the way? Hole in the snow cliffs leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human we saw has disappeared. It might have been the lone survivor. Let's explore it. We upgraded them. Ah, that's the story. That's the story. Yeah, press X to doubt. Without food nor clothes? Well, I mean, that's... wait. We're talking about allowing them to be naked and like having a fun time and doing Lord knows what? Just sending them out to a naked fun party? You kidding me? No, we're supposed to punish them, not pleasure them with promises of nude orgies. Come on, Trine, keep it real here. So we found a diary of a scientist who fled. But the army captain appointed himself the leader. He imposed order using force. It, of course, didn't go well. There we go. Well, we get some resources. And then from there... yeah, the game is paused right now. We could go out to the Shrouded Cave. What's out there? Some smoke coming from a patch of deep shadow. It might be an inhabited cave. What's over here? Small grove of trees, so it's probably just trees. We've already been to Winterhome. And we could build an outpost site if we wanted, but it would be wood. I don't know if I care that much about wood right now. Coal mine, I wonder if there'll be coal. I wonder if there'll be coal in the coal mine. There's no fucking way they would do that, right? They can't keep getting away with this. Let's do this. They're pretty close to the Shrouded Cave. Let's have them head out to the Shrouded Cave. How's that sound, boys? Shrouded Cave, make it so, number 1. Take them 9 hours. That's nothing. So, and then on their way back, maybe hit up some of these other areas. Like, we already know what these are going to be. This is the mystery. The Shrouded Cave, that could have anything. Maybe survivors if we're feeling lucky. So yeah, outpost lodge, you have an outpost team. It takes people, of course, but they can provide supplies for you, which is nice. That does sound pretty cool. Does sound cool. So, unpausing and being acutely aware. I'm gonna turn the factory off a little bit. Guards failed to find the food. That's fine. And I am acutely aware of this situation. Once we get back into business, here, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Once we get back into business, I'll be able to turn this off and we'll be able to activate the expanded range of the generator, which will help. Learners gain more followers, of course they do, because they're a bunch of cheaters, bunch of gosh darn cheaters. Let's go into regular speed mode. Foods, we're still doing okay. How's our production? Coal still doing good. Food still good. So yeah, we lost some rations, but honestly, not the end of the world. Also, Drenay has a red bomber friend. And there we go. There we go. Thank you, Drenay. The bomber refresh. And we are still in free time for another couple hours. I'm a little bit concerned about how high this has gotten. Now, that was overnight. That was about 50% overnight, which is more or less what I would have expected. We've continued to gather steel, by the way. So, you know, maybe I should go ahead and start this now. The question, where are our engineers stationed? So right now we have engineers researching and doing medical stuff. I'm gonna pull 3 engineers off and have them start on some prosthetics. Say give me 2. We're eventually gonna need 6, so give me 2 at the start. So fire this bad boy on, turn the heater on. Get that thing going. Red goes faster. Well, right. Yeah, that's how it works. The red is like, yeah, like, you know, you paint the race car red because that makes it go faster. Obviously. Tell me something I don't know. So obvious. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. This is creeping up as quickly as it has before we were been able to begin working hour. Fun fact, a lot of people know that I love the band Tears for Fears, one of my favorite 80s bands. The original name for their second album, Songs from the Red Chair, or from the Big Chair rather, which has all their hits basically. They basically made a greatest hits album accidentally, but when they released that second album, has a bunch of songs we all know and love from 80s radio stations. The original title for that album was going to be The Working Hour. That was originally going to be the name of that album. They were going to call it The Working Hour because there's a song on that album called The Working Hour. But they became inspired by the movie that the name escapes me what the movie is called, but there was a movie about a girl who is schizophrenic, and the only time when she is like stable and calm is when she sits in her therapist's big chair. Songs from the Big Chair. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because this is 89%. That's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. So let's take it down standard level. And then one of my favorite songs by the band on their third album, Advice for the Young at Heart. There's a lyric in that song, "Working hour is over." There you go. There you go. All these fun little interludes. Still doing pretty good on coal. All things considered. The cold snap, the good news here, a glimmer of hope. The cold snap will be ending very soon. Productivity queue is empty because why? Oh, no, they're working on it. There we go. I was going to say it shouldn't be empty. So we have 1 prosthetic. I guess that means we still have the amputees. So we got this. Good. Now I can't afford the other things. Power upgrade would probably be the next one. So do the power upgrade once it's available. This is going down, right? Uh-oh. I noticed this is not going down. That has me nervous. They found... Oh, it's a children's hideout? It's a children's hideout. That's unexpected. Was it a recent movie? It was from the 80s. This sometime in the... Or maybe 70s. Can you repress the Londoners? Well, ideally, we would raise hope The Londoners gain influence as hope dwindles. So ideally, we would win the hearts of the people by bringing up hope. But this is such a hopeless fucking game, bro. Such a hopeless game, man. Red makes you go faster and purple is invisible. Right, you never see purple orcs. I've never seen a purple orc in my entire life. So children in the hideout. One night their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Oh, okay. Right. Right, yes. That's how that went then. They were evacuated, but yes. Well, that's it. There's at least that. All right, well, I wish I could just have them join our caravan. If I just send them to the city, you know they're gonna get fucking murdered. You know they're not gonna make it. Nope. Sheena wants to jump on the desk. Bang on the keys on my keyboard. So, let's go and escort them to the city. We might as well. We have resources we want to bring with us anyway. Orderly column, single file. They walk quietly and resolutely like little adults. It's gonna be a long journey. Hopefully we'll have enough warm beds for their arrival. We'll see. Let's not overpromise. Let's not overpromise anything, bro. I don't wanna write a check my reality cannot cash. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do the power fella as well. And I do let's see, how do I actually start? Oh, here we go, range settings. Yeah, range 2. Cool, so it's on range 2 right now. So that helps. Medical post. Can I fire those on? Will that make it better? Still inoperative. At least chilly. Is it unpaused when we're in the screen? I think it is. I think it's unpaused. Yeah, it is unpaused. You can pause it separately if we wanted to. So, yeah, so it's still not worth it. Medical post as well. More frostbite, more amputations. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm acutely aware. So obviously the next big thing will be the steam level 2. Range level 2 and steam level 2. Now, of course, all this brings to mind the fact that we have a decent bit of coal, but only so much. Only so much coal. And we'll need to ramp up production to meet this new demand. Grenade system might be violent options. Shane, do you want to sit down? Shane likes to do this thing where she'll just stand on my lap. It's like, you can sit down. You can sit down. She just wants to stand there. Yeah, violent options could present themselves. Maybe. I mean, the game will give us prompts. They'll give us options of like, here's a decision point. I don't have any ability to just take a military option, but sometimes things will present themselves. Give the guardsmen a stuffed dog. Take it with them when they walk the streets at night. That's nice. I'm glad to hear that. Something rare and positive, which does not happen in this game. This is the stress level's going down, which is good. Stress for the generator, that is. Not the stress for the people. That's very much high and scary right now. So the coal situation, we are slowly losing coal right now. So let's look at this. So engineer apprentices. That would help with workshops, with research, which is nice. Medical facilities. What I was hoping is that there would be one that would help with coal processing, but I guess that's maybe too much. But of course, if we... Medical... I'm going to say let's help with medical facilities. Do that at least. But that does not answer the question of how do we get people to help with the coal thumpers. Go ahead and turn this one on. Actually, I'm not sure if that's the answer. Is the answer more thumpers? We have this giant pile of coal that just needs to be processed. Added to our collections. So it's 54%. We can do another prosthetic pretty soon here. I want to consider how long is this going to be. We're about to exit the working hour. At which point we'll continue to accrue more steel. So yeah, I'm going to say let's go ahead and do another prosthetic. Whoops. I thought his name was I thought his name was Butt, not Bert. Bert Chichester. Unfortunately, his name is Bert, not Butt. I'm as disappointed as you are. I'm as broke up about it as you are. So yes, we have some loose coal. I think probably either a third gathering post or more people for the gathering post. We are doing fairly all right with, let's see, hot house. How are we doing on food? We're gonna have more food demand coming in hot pretty soon here, and we're only losing a little bit of coal at a time. Problem is though, once we get that second upgrade, our coal demand is gonna go up significantly again. Yeah, that's a little bit misleading because right now there's no production because we're in the free time mode. Okay, what is it now? The Londoners prey on discontent. Of course they do. They're talking to a crowd, trying to scare as many people into joining them. So, what are the options? We let them speak and let the Londoners go up? Do I chase them away or do I disperse the crowd? This discontent will rise. People may get hurt. I don't want people to get hurt. Just chase him. Chase his ass away. Getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, we need more manpower. Really is what we need. And we have some well, no, we do not have survivors. We have some resources and we have some children, but no no adult survivors. So what I might have to do is, I mean, of course, these things are mostly inoperable right now. The good news is the cold snap's about to end, and when that happens, we'll be able to actually, yeah, kind of be able to take this down a peg. But the downside is that we're gonna have a 3-tier temperature drop, so we're gonna have to fucking bundle up our insides and our outsides for the worst temperature drop yet, because this was a tier 2 temperature drop, I'm pretty sure. So we got all kinds of fuckery awaiting. Let's just go ahead and fast forward. Yeah, this point can't get hit soon enough. Some kind of breather. Temporary as it may be, it's at least something. We're discontent this time. Another theft. We're stealing again, 7 food rations. Try to have the guards do the thing. And I don't really even care about catching the missing food. It's more of a matter of preventing the discontent. They did succeed that time. Let's go ahead and get us up to... Oh, another thing. Somebody was caught in the act. Oh, they found the person, that is. Caught one of the thieves. So... What's that one? You have 3... Oh, you have to build a prison if you do that one. Banish him. Our people will decide his fate. I don't want to build a prison, and we can't afford to lose anybody at this point, so I'll just say let discontent rise. We can manage some discontent loss or gain rather, not loss. The opposite of loss. Anyway, I was thinking about building another sawmill. How much is it? Or not sawmill. Oh, sawmill. Storehouse. Gathering post. There we go. Another gathering post. So that would be resources. Gathering post. It takes 5 steel. Make it so. Except it's kind of far away from the thumpers. Shit, I probably should have left that for that guy. I guess actually it doesn't so much matter about the thumpers. It needs to be in the range of the piles. I'll just build this one here for now. Yeah, that is in range. Actually, oh, never mind. think that's in range. I think we're okay. Put that there. And then back to the factory. Actually, let's just build one for now. Let's just build one. I need more where that came from. Free time's still going for a little bit longer. At 41. Go and double time it. Alright, so now working time begins. And there we go. A slight reprieve. And I do mean a slight one. So now it's only negative 40. Which is, you know, awful. But it's better. But it is better. So these things need to be powered back on.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
So power a bunch of these guys back on. In fact, I think that's all good. That's all good now. Coming back home from hunting. Prosthetics are being installed, which is good. And we have 34 steel right now, which is quite good. That's going to be finishing very soon. Got an achievement for providing an amputee with a prosthesis. So we have one extra right now. I assume it's going to be flamed still. So let's build another one. So we have 6, right? Yeah, 6 amputees. I've built 3 so far. Jernay says, listen, negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, that's nothing. I'd be in shorts right now. I would be dead. I do not do well with cold. I would not do so well. I would not be doing so well, that's for sure. These people will be arriving in 18 hours, just over 19 hours. I'm still concerned. Oh, here we go. Got the generator upgrade researched. So we can still do the improved heaters, overdrive couplings, which allows us to do more overdrives. Or a more powerful overdrive. Burn less coal. That one sounds nice. Let's do that one. That one sounds good. That will help. That will help shore up some of my concerns about coal consumption. And actually, for that... Oh, I never built a road for this thing, did I? Did I never build a road for this thing? Let's see, let's build one there. And then... One of those. There we go. Build the streets. I'm gonna hold off on this gathering post for now. We've got it ready. We will need it. Manpower is a huge bottleneck here for sure. And we have a lot of people on hunting. We have a lot of people on coal mining, that kind of thing. A lot of people on hospitals. A lot of people are sick, but at least that's getting better now. Discontent has gone down significantly. Hope continues to be our big one, though. No question. So let's continue. We have 3 amputees. Okay. So let's do another one. Another prosthesis built. It says 9 hours left because we have low coal. Food rations are just a little bit in the positive. Coal gain is quite low. This is operating at pretty good efficiency. It is. We have maximum number of workers. So the coal production is not the issue. What I might have to do is take some workers off coal production and more people on gathering posts. Let's do that. Apparently there were people available that I did not even realize. Okay, in that case, we'll just keep that maxed out then. Oh, and 1 engineer. Oh, I guess put you there. There we go. All right, what's going on here? A note of thanks. Only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. I mean, hopeful race. We'll take it. We'll take it. I love that manpower. Can you blame me, Elgaso? Can you blame me? Of course. Of course I got that shit on lock. What we'll soon be able to do is just save our resources and turn the factory off for a bit. And we'll be able to just focus on building automatons. I'll probably still have a couple extras. Probably still have a couple extra prostheses. Actually doing strangely good on food. That's not something I'm used to seeing. Yeah, our food ration production is not that good, but we have a pretty good amount of meals. That's the thing. Meals and food, like raw food, those are different resources, obviously. Full furnaces. I'm pretty sure that's you know, an antiquated. Actually, should I take it down to? Nah, let's keep it at Steam level 2. Keep it at Steam level 2. Oh wow, that is toasty. Do we do range 2? That is like excessive. The gathering. I mean, fuck the gathering posts, right? No, don't fuck the gathering posts. That would be weird. Run those back on. This one. Yeah, actually, let me pause this for a second while I'm considering this. I mean, that uses a lot of coal, but that is pretty compelling. How's about this? Let's turn some of these things off. We might be able to, because obviously the heaters cost coal. We might be able to get something resembling what's the word I'm looking for? An equilibrium of sorts. If I turn a bunch of the individual heaters off. Let's keep the steam hubs. Keep the steam hubs. Hopefully I didn't turn either of those off. But yeah, turn the heaters for all these other things off. Because really, I mean, comfortable is nice. Livable is, you know, we're trying to button our belts a little bit here. Okay, it's chilly at that point. Okay, we'll leave that one on. Leave that one on. What is that? That's the that's the factory. So I appreciate that it gives us a live update. A hothouse, but it's supposed to be hot. That's why it's a hothouse. It's so simple. Alright, the coal thumper does need to be on. Wait, is this the coal thumper? No, that's the coal thumper that's off. Fuck that coal thumper. Just pop them in the furnace. There you go, Drene. Yeah, just use those sowing the seeds of discontent. Let us make an example out of them. Alright, so let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Make things a little bit more cozy.
It's time for rest.
Make things a little bit more cozy. More sick beds are needed. Admit 1/3 of the sick to treatment. I will not address this right now. I keep overpromising and it keeps biting me in the ass in a way that is not pleasurable. A rare ass biting that is not fun. A rare thing to see in today's day and age, in today's politically charged environments. We still need one more prosthesis. Still are doing pretty good on the steels. I will raise it up. Just make 2. Let's make 2, and then what I think I'll do even is take it down to just 1 engineer. Because it's not a huge rush. The amputees getting... Oh, that's why we got workers back. It's because the amputees are being able to, or they're able to work now. That's why that was... I wonder why, like, I didn't notice it earlier. I was like, why do I suddenly have people where I previously did not have people? This is why. The engineers... Yeah, we have all the engineers working at engineer-specific places, as they should be. So that actually does help with some of my concerns earlier. I'm a worker at the coal mine. Another person there, I suppose. Food production. All well and good. 5 hours left on that makes me concerned. Oh, not this. What am I doing? So coal production has gone down quite a bit. Which is a little bit surprising. We once again have a pretty sizable blob of coal here. So the issue is being able to, you know, extract it and store it and whatnot. It's closed. We're in free time for a bit. It'd be really nice if we could really bring in some of that coal, because in 4 hours that thing's gonna turn off and it's gonna suck. That is gonna suck. There's a Hellraiser reboot? Yeah, I'm not. If it's not great, I'm not surprised. Reboots in situations like that are not all that often gonna end up very good. Let's do this. Let's take it down a peg, a few pegs. That'll help to outlast it a little bit longer. This generator's going down in a little bit, no question. I think going down in a bit. 100. Oh, never mind. We have 8 hours worth. Okay, that's not quite as bad. Hopefully, it'll be enough to keep us going into the morning hours. Still doing okay on food. We have 3 steam cores, which is nice. And more steel than I was expecting. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Get us into the AM. Well into the AM. Another theft. You know how it is. 34 food rations. Get the asses. This time we are getting a little bit lower on the rations than I would like. Alright, did fail to capture him. We have discontent to spare. I don't know if discontent feeds lack of hope. It wouldn't shock me if it was. Somebody died. There was a murder on. Oh, it looks like it was one of the guards. Yep. Caught one of the thieves, but he's not the murderer. What do we do with him? We don't have a prison, obviously. He's not the murderer. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And oh, we have an anonymous gift sub bomb. Anonymous gift sub bomb. Now, the way the Twitch alerts are set up, I don't actually have. This is gonna be kind of annoying. You're gonna hear this 3 more times, I think, because I didn't realize this until the first time this happened, like a month or so ago. The way the Twitch alerts are set up, gift subs and then, or rather, gift sub bombs, like multiple gift subs versus anonymous multiple gift subs, are 2 separate categories of notifications. So I've got the one for when somebody does a gift sub bomb. I do not have one for when someone does an anonymous gift sub bomb. Oh, it was 10 people? Gee, I thought it was 5. It's 10 people. Okay, well, apologies. You're going to hear this notification a lot. What I could do is I could just mute it for a second, just so it's not super obnoxious. But yeah, that is great. That's very generous. So, mysterious benefactor. I can probably guess who it is. But I shouldn't assume if there's anybody who wishes to out themselves as being the source of that gift sub bomb. That's very generous. 10 gift subs. That's let's be real. That's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money. So thank you, anonymous gifter. But that's a lot of money. Wow, that's very generous. I almost feel a little bad because I don't have a lot that I can offer subs. You know, I don't have a lot of emotes. Like I don't have a lot of sub only benefits. Of course, you know the emote the advertising free viewing. You know being able to watch without any advertisements. That's nice, of course. But all I can say is thank you very much, anonymous gifter. Very sweet of you. If you wish to out yourself, if you didn't mean for it to be anonymous, you're welcome to out yourself. Again, I think I can maybe guess who it is. But thank you. That's very sweet. Jernay says, I would do that shit publicly. I wouldn't hide behind anonymity. And of course, I always feel the need to emphasize that there's never an expectation to support the channel financially. People being here and spending their time here is already so valuable. Your time is very valuable. Time is money, as they say. You could be doing other things. You could be watching other people. So the fact that you're here is awesome. So that's already, you know, so much that you guys are able to do here. So that, you know, spending money and, you know, gifting subs, using your Prime Gaming sub, that is never a thing that I'm like that I'm like holding out for. I'm never like I never measure a stream's success by how much revenue did my stream generate. That's not my ball game. But thank you very much. Let this person go. He was not the murderer. I did re-enable the audio, and then Elgaster says, "Ignore him. Ignore Alex. Give us the goods or else." And one of the people died. The guards failed. Yep. Yep, that is a thing that happens. So, in that case, what I would do is that I would probably... One person, pass him around. Now, you are a guard. How's about that? How about them apples? Once this one's done, I will switch him over back to being a medical person. There's gain more followers, because of course they did. Of course they did. So I got a little bit to go until we have another giganto murder drop of temperature. Working hours about to begin, just in the nick of time, because I'm really concerned about this pile of coal that has not been ascertained. We could generate more coal. That's not the issue, of course. Generating more coal is not the issue. The issue, of course, is being able to do stuff with the coal that we're retrieving, that we're yanking out. That is the idea. Justin, that is a very good comment with zero context. Because I know you were describing it earlier, but it's better to read that comment with no explanation. Alright, so... Right, the peeps have arrived. We added some food to our stores. We got another steam core. We have a bunch of children now. More mouths to feed. That will help, that are able to help out with medical stuff, which is nice. But of course, the children cannot be employed. For better or for worse. We are now gaining coal again. Okay, that makes me feel a little better because I was concerned about that. We are losing food, though. We're losing food, so we'll need to figure something out about that. Allocate resources in that direction. I almost wonder if I could lower the number of cookhouse workers, just because that is a lot. Rather, we have a lot of food. So if nothing else, I'll take it down to 2 cookhouse workers. And say, pop this guy over there. See how that goes. And then, as far as what these guys should do, the large convoy, which is probably something cool. Coal mine, frozen grove. Maybe I should do some of the lower hanging fruits. Several big tents, no signs of life though. Wrecked vehicles, no signs of life. Yes, I mean, no signs of life doesn't mean that it's all hecked, but it's not a good sign. Not a great sign, at least. Late 1800s? I think so. I think so, yeah. I think it told us at one point explicitly what the timeline was. Yeah, do I want to send them out on a big expedition? 2 days to get to the Frozen Grove. That's just trees. I mean, we eventually want to explore everything, but that's probably not a huge one. See people moving between them. Let's go for this one's a bit of a gamble. Let's go for the large convoy. People are the resource we need the most right now. So let's go for that. So send them on their way. When unpause, we are entering the morning hours now. We can do another law signing if need be. So let's see. Responsible foreman. It's an ability. I would presume that works with the guardhouses. Efficiency of the workplace goes up, which is neat. We, of course, did the patrol. Okay, so you could do all these things if we so chose. Out of curiosity, what are some other things we have out here? Because I think last time I did medic apprentices last time. I might go for emergency shift. Because I don't think I want emergency shift, but I might want extended shift. Fighting arena could be kind of cool. Public house could be nice. I don't think I want to do either of these. I don't think I want to do either of these either. So yeah, I would say one of these two. What are the benefits of some of these other guys? So we could go for a foreman, which is more efficiency. Propaganda center in prison, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Discontent will rise. It distributes bulletins, which can raise hope. Can raise up. How much does it take to build it? It's 10, but that's actually not too bad. I go for... Oh, never mind, never mind. Oh, you have to research it. Oh, the bulletin is 10 wood. Okay. Okay, 40. Wow, 40 steel. That is quite a lot. Just build a panopticon. Man, only one such building there. Base heating level 3 is pretty good, honestly. We, of course, would have to staff it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, we have discontent to spare, but we do need more hope. So I suppose that would be something. Should I just go for it? I should just go for it. I don't exactly feel good. I'm not sure I'm convinced. Not sure I'm convinced. What are the benefits of the other things I was considering? Whoops. Fighting arena. We have to build it, of course, but it can reduce discontent. And it eventually unlocks other things. I'm not sure what dueling law and public house. Well, I can assume what public house is. Public house actually might be kind of nice. And then extended shift would be nice to get to, but that'll take a bit. That'll take a bit to reach. What's up, shock value? Goggles from like another movie or something? Flashbacks from like another thing in particular? Just not a big fan of gore. Right, yeah, we were talking earlier about like some of the other horror movies, that kind of thing. Now, it's not for everybody, which and I'm not really much of a gore person either, honestly. It's not so bad for me in games, honestly. Very rarely do games gross me out, but sometimes in movies it's a bit much. Oh my god, yeah, beer and rollerblades. Oh boy. It sounds fun, but also very dangerous. Very dangerous. Oh man, let's go. We need hope to be raised up, so I'll sign that one. It raises discontent quite a bit. Quite a bit. Do you have the steel for it? We can make it happen. I don't know if I really need that to be that close, though. Anything. To any one thing in particular. It's got pretty good heating on its own. What I might just do is just put it, I don't know, kind of out there. Out there. There we go. Put it right there. Get that one built up. Uses most of our steel, but I think we're like, well, we'll be finishing our technology tree research pretty soon here. Yeah, I've heard of beer leagues for softball and, you know, that kind of thing. I've never heard of a beer league for like rollerblading, roller derby, like a roller derby beer league. That sounds wild. Now we are running out of coal still, despite what was promised to be a positive coal gain, and yeah, we're like not even behind the 8 ball. We are like inside the 8 ball. The ball is inside of the hole, and I do not like it when my balls are inside of someone's holes even. Of course, the working hour has begun, so that will help tremendously. Because yeah, the thing that keeps getting us is that it's not that a lack of coal, it's that coal needs to be retrieved and organized and gathered properly. Now, that being said, we have some workers available, so I'll bring those up because we're getting the amputees their prosthetics, which is helpful. I also wonder if, I'm not sure if this game has a thing where children grow up and become adults. Probably not. This is all in the matter of days, not months or years, obviously. So probably wouldn't go on long enough for that, necessarily. But man, that coal generation is just not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. Getting more people there. Yeah, coal gain. I mean, we're gonna have, in a few days, we're gonna have a great need for more coal. The nice thing here Oh, and also people are hungry. We have so many meals, though. Why do you mean you're hungry? The skill issue, bro. Oh, but we don't have enough houses because of the children. Man, I'm about to say something real fucked up. I'm not sure if I should have brought those kids to the facility, to the colony. Should I have said fuck them kids? We just brought 33 children to the colony. It just fucking, the penny just dropped. We just brought 33 children to the colony that are able to assist with medical stuff, but, you know, can't work fully, obviously. Should I have said fuck them kids? Should I have said fuck them kids? Alex, aren't you fundraising for children's hospitals? Yes, in real life, but not in video games, bro. Come on. Come on. What do I look like? Yo, what's up? What's up, Joe? More mouths to feed, man. More mouths to feed. That's what I'm saying. Yo, kids can shovel the coal. That's the problem. I thought that was one of the options. That's why I was okay with it. But the problem is when we signed up. Well, okay, we can't see the full list here. There are apprentice options. There were apprentice options here. There's one for engineering and one for medical. I thought engineering meant coal mining. No, engineering truly means working on in the factory to produce prosthetics or maybe building automatons or helping with research. So I misunderstood what engineering meant because that was my whole game plan. Yeah, let's send the kids to the mines. Not as child workers, not as child labor. I'm not a monster. I didn't want to send them full labor, but part-time work, right? Part-time work. It's an apprenticeship. They were going to be interns. They were going to be underpaid interns. America loves underpaid interns. We have a whole giant part of the tech industry built on that idea. So I thought I was cooking. Honestly, I thought I was cooking. But now the weight of my decision is weighing heavily on me. More mouths to feed with very little to gain. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's up, Grim? Ruining kids' lives, ending them. Well, the problem is we rescued them. The problem is I saved their lives. And now I have to deal with the aftermath. Now I have to deal with the responsibility of what has happened now that I've saved them. So that's my situation right now. You want to do one more prosthetic? Let's do this. Let's do this. So, the peeps. The peeps. We can build one. Actually, are there any of these that I can upgrade? I guess there aren't, so we have to build a fresh new one. And these are all... Yeah, let's build in there. We have to build some streets that lead to them. That's easy. Yep. That go in there. Yeah, and honestly, food is not too much of an issue. It's more housing them. Housing is more the issue. We do have quite a bit of food, relatively speaking, at least. Oh, we still got a ways to go. Still got a ways to go. On the care house, turn these on. Turn the cookhouse on. Yeah, turn those on for sure. Those are already on. The hot house, turn that one on. Coal thumper, yeah, we want to turn that one on too. Leave that one off. So that at least helps. Can I turn this one off? No. Is there anything I can turn off? Yeah, what are my options here? Yeah, we want them to at least be livable, ideally. I mean, it'd be nice to bring those up a little bit further as well. That is the plan. That is the plan. Yeah, 12 hours left. That's better than 8 hours. Better than 8 hours left. 1 day left on that stuff. Oh, I need to... Because I have... Yeah, I have this now. I have steel. Let's go for the improve... Oh, I need 20 steel for that one. Going up in range would be nice too. But yeah, probably one of these two would be nice. For either one, we'll need 20. So we'll just hold off until we can afford it. But I do want to get... Ideally... Is it already been built? Okay, it's been built right now. We'll need one more. Ideally, one more bunkhouse. That is the plan. They yearn for the mines, that's right. What's up, Lewis? Am I not dead yet? Surprisingly not. Surprisingly not, but there's still time. The night is young. The night is indeed young. We don't have any amputees, which is good. I'm going to shut down the factory for the time being. Set that person there. The Londoners prey on discontent. Once again. I'll just chase him away. I don't want people getting hurt. Do not want people getting hurt if I can help it. How's about this? How's about this? What if I reason with the Londoners and I say, listen, I know you guys have 44 people in your ranks, but what if we do tradesies, okay? Hear me out. You guys want to leave? How's about this? We have 61 children. What if all of you Londoners that want to leave trade places with children? Huh? So 44 children leave. And otherwise employable adults stay, and no bad things happen. Easy peasy. How's about that, huh? How's about that? Genius, right? I think my attempt at diplomacy is going to work. I think my attempt at diplomacy is going to work really well. I think it's going to work really well. So I think I got nothing to worry about, honestly. I think we got this in the bag, honestly. It's pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. So coal gain is still not quite cutting it. And again, we have a lot of coal. We need more people to gather it. What's food looking like? Food is also on the downturn because of gaining 33 children in our colony very suddenly. Lots of coal in West Virginia. There is. And of course, there used to be a fuck ton of coal mines, but not so many coal mines around nowadays. No, don't worry, Lois. I am acutely aware of my numbers. That's why we're trying to build more stuff for them. There's law tree in the children's section. You're gonna be disappointed. I'm telling you. We have no more options. So I'm a step ahead of you, Broheim. Wish I wasn't. Here we go. I can go ahead and go for this. Let's go ahead and do the... probably the improved heaters. That's what I'm kind of thinking. And then, of course, we're in free time right now. We have enough coal to last the night. Barely, I think. And we are really struggling with coal production. And that's not even with the highest tier things happening yet. And of course, we have a really bad cold drop happening real fast. Real fast. I can at least build... let's see. Bunkhouse takes 5 more steel. So if I build 1 more of those, that'll be good. I always build a child shelter, if nothing else. Maybe I should just build one of those. Because I think most of the people that are homeless are children. Which is a very strange thing to say out loud, but it's true. It really is true. Put one of those there. Boop. There we go. Oh, it says I do not have a road yet. It is under construction. Did I still do okay? My Gucci? Yeah, it should be good. Yes, maybe that'll be enough. How many children do you have? A lot. 61. 61 children. Which is a major source of why we suddenly are having a hard time with fuel efficiency, coal efficiency, and running out of food. What about large, warm, feastable children? Implies Justin. Can you build a school? I just kind of assume that the children's shelters are schooling. I just kind of let them do their. I just kind of let them handle it. Just kind of let them handle that behind the scenes. You need 5 of those buildings. You need 5 children's centers. And it said it houses 15 of them, because I think most of these are going to be children. Maybe I'm wrong. Is it resting? Can I click them to see? Another thing has happened. End of thievery. Took justice into their own hands. I'll make sure he does not steal again. I see. Well, hope goes up. Discontent took a bit of a beating there. So we got that built up. And power that bad boy on. Does it not need to be? Okay, I guess maybe it doesn't need it. Whoops. Oh, it's empty. They're both empty. That's a little surprising. Build more? Build more shelters, but they're both empty. No children in shelter. So maybe they're not homeless. That's a little bit surprising. Well, I guess I need to build just regular places then. We can't afford bunkhouses now. We need to anyway. Let's go ahead and build one. Here. There we go. And build a road. There we go. Under construction. What now? People gain hope. Hey, we'll take it. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. How much population total? I think it's 179 down there. "31 children with no daycare." Well, I guess I'm not sure if none of these are being utilized right now. Maybe they only get utilized during the daytime? Non-work hour kids are at home. Oh, okay, so the children care center is just for. It's not like a place where they can stay overnight or anything. In that case, what do they do? Because that was my assumption, is that was like, yeah, shelter, and help in places of treatment, raise their efficiency. Well, go and help in places of treatment. They help in the children's shelter? I thought they helped in, like, medical posts. That is not at all what I thought that was going to be. Because we built the children's center before we had the ability, before we signed the law that had them working as apprentices. Also, the coal situation continues to not help us at all. So we are going to run out. It's been frustrating because we've mostly been in the except until lately. We've mostly been in the green with the coal gain. We just don't have enough people to gather all this coal that we have. Let's take people off of food for a bit, because we're losing a lot of food rations per day, but we still have a lot, relatively at least. So let's pull some people off of food production. We can also, yeah, we're down to 1 person in the cookhouse. Thought it brought it up to 2. I guess 1 is okay. 1 seems awfully risky. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna take some people off of coal production and more into coal gathering. Because there were some loose people. Let's take it down even more than that. There we go. So it looks like we're back from the brink at least, but it continues to dog us. Like, we're constantly behind the 8 ball with the coal situation. So they work in the child shelters, and being there buffs the medical facilities. That's not at all what I thought that was. Yeah, I thought that was like where the children stayed overnight. Can the children be worked to death? So what can happen if I would have gone a different route is it's kind of hard to see. And also, I didn't realize this was you pick one or the other. I didn't realize that you couldn't pick both. There is a moment here when you build child shelters, you can either go into child labor or apprenticeships. I thought you could maybe do both, so I started with this one, but realized afterwards that you're locked in on this path, so we can't do child labor. So what we could have done is we could have gone into child labor, which turns them into just workers. So full-fledged workers. But as you can imagine, there are horrible risks with that because child workers are more likely to get, injured on the job. Discontent and hope would take horrible beatings. And of course, on top of that, they're not going to be as efficient with workers. There's another option that we can't see anymore. But like if you were to mouse over this, you would have been able to see. There was child labor, like not all jobs, so like not like dangerous jobs. There was a less extreme version of child labor we could have invested into. Personally, I'm a little bit sad that when you pick one of these kinds of things, you can't also go for the other one. Sometimes that's the case. Because if I go here, we were able to do patrol and propaganda center and prisons. Like, so sometimes you are able to go on multiple legs of a spoke of a series of laws. Other times it limits you, based on which direction you pick. Maybe it tells you somewhere. Maybe I just missed something, and maybe it tells you somewhere like if you pick this, it will exclude other options. But I wish there would have been a little bit more conveyance to say this will set you on a path, and it will exclude other future options. So anyway, if I had to guess what Lewis is probably getting at then is correcting me and saying no, the children's shelters don't actually shelter the children. It's like a children work center. It's like this is where they go for helping medical facility. Right. Well, yeah, they're helping in medical facilities. 33 are not in the center. So yeah, they're not in this shelter. They're just, this is like their home base. It's very bizarre to me. It's very bizarre to me. So I don't know. I mean, they're still worth building, and I should build more. Looks like we do have all of the homeless have been sheltered at least. So how much does it cost to build another one? Oh wait. Okay, that's still going. Only 5, so that's actually not too bad. So let's build another one. Because we have so many of these damn things. And by damn things, I mean children. So many of these damn kids. These damn children. Put one right next to that one. I will. That. Boop. Should be enough. So there we go. 31 not in shelters. I think that's what it said here, right? So if they're not in shelters, they're not homeless, but they're less able to help with medical stuff because of the apprenticeship. I'm guessing that's kind of what they're getting at there. I've yet to fuck with the propaganda center. We built it, but I haven't done shit with it because we don't really have any engineers to spare. I'm assuming we've probably gotten more engineers at some point. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen it tick specifically. Right, the building abilities, right. Right. I do need more prosthetics, so I am going to fire this back up. Build 2 more of those puppies. Let's pull some engineers off medical posts. Actually, that's a good point, too. We can maybe shift some engineers off of medical areas to have them work in some of these other centers. Hope is raising slightly, which is nice. But this is looming. This is looming, which is a whole thing. So if an option has a half, then that's when you are. Well, I do know that options with like that are split down the middle. It makes sense to me that would be an instance where you choose one of these, like one or the other. That makes sense to me. What was unclear to me, at least, was that it would exclude the well, actually, maybe I'd have to like go back in time and see how this looked. Maybe this one was child shelter or child labor. Maybe that's how that was. But that's the lesson to be learned here, is that whenever you have an instance like this where you have one or the other, that makes sense to me. Yeah, you can get soup or food additives, but you can't have both options. That being said, it would be kind of nice to be able to have both options. But I guess that's, you know, that's a choice you make. So lesson learned here that, yeah, you have to, that's a committing. So yeah, this would be another case here. So if we were to go for one of these two, that would set us on a path, set us on a journey. If this game had an expansion, there's several expansions for this game, actually. There's several. I don't know about the second game, but there's like 4 expansions or DLC packs, at least for this game. Well, in Frost Junk, well, listen, negative 40 degrees. I mean, everything's gonna get real frosty. Negative 40 degrees, can you imagine? Oh my god. I don't want to imagine. I don't, this shriveling would be unreal. I have a lot of coal that we're producing, but just not collecting, so it's just sitting out there. We of course could fire up our 3rd gathering post. We haven't had the ability to staff it yet, but since this pile keeps getting... Actually, I think this pile has gotten smaller. So I think we are making progress. Still, we're still losing overall, though. Something else. More sick beds. They're probably not wrong. I'm not going to address it right now, though. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. But I'm trying to prioritize the coal situation, because I think that'll help overall, honestly. I think that will help overall. Let's go ahead and... Is that a Bisu raid? Thank you, Bisu, for that very kind raid. We're playing a very hopeless little game called Frostpunk. It's a good game, but man, this game just beats the crap out of you. My god. This game is rough. This game is good. It's very well made. But it is rough. It's rough. It's very fun, though. It's very, very fun. Lewis was saying 2 gathering posts per thumper. Well, that's what I have. I have 2 gathering posts, but we're still struggling to keep up with demand. That's why I was kind of surprised. But we don't even have it very well staffed. So clearly I need a 3rd one. That's why I built that 3rd one. Anyway. Beast says, I am peeing. Are we all peeing? Are we all peeing together? That's so nice. That's so sweet. That's so wholesome. There's one of our streamer buddies. Her name is Ilucat. She has a thing where whenever she gets up to pee, take a little BRB. What she always says is, listen, if you need to pee while I'm peeing. That's what she says. She says, I'm going to take a bathroom break. If you need to use the bathroom, let's all go together. That way we can pretend we're like all holding hands and like peeing together, all into the same toilet, like a communal group piss. A very normal thing to say, obviously, because obviously we, because we're all scattered, or scattered across the country, across the globe, perhaps. The distance we all have between each other means we cannot sadly pee together. But if we like close our eyes, we can pretend. But for those who stand while they pee, baby, don't close your eyes while peeing because you don't want to make a mess. So same general idea. Same general idea. Meant to say goodnight, and then it was time to talk about peeing. That's right. As it should be. Yeah, this game is very fun, but like I said, it's fucking rough. This is one of those games where it is a colony management game. As the name might imply, we are in a frosty hellscape where the world is in a awful state. And I don't mean Ohio. I don't mean an awful state like Ohio. I'm just fucking around. Just kidding. No, we're in an awful place and we're like striving to survive. It's one of those games where when you first start, the game just kind of kicks the shit out of you. But you start to kind of learn, you start to kind of figure your way out, and you start to gain some semblance of like confidence and being like, oh, okay, I think I'm starting to figure out the game. I'm starting to like kind of piece together how these things work. And then like some other event happens in game that says, oh, a bunch of people are leaving, so now you're losing a bunch of your workforce. And hope is rising, and now the people are revolting, and they're gonna try to throw you out of power. And now here's this other event where people are stealing food. Now here's this event where this dude got beaten to death by the guards. It's like there's never a point in this game where you're like, all right, I feel good. It's always like, oh, So this game is fun, but like, man, it does not fuck around. But it is a well-made game. It is a well-made game. Lewis says you do not need a third. 2 posts keeps up with 1 thumper. I don't know what to tell you, man. The reality is that we keep having this giant pile of coal, and we just can't pull it out, despite having 2 very well-stocked gathering posts. So and again, we don't even have a fully stocked coal thumper. So the only thing I can think of is to potentially bring in this 3rd gathering post. Like, I don't know what else to do, honestly. They had a trough. I've never actually seen that in person, Justin. I've never seen a piss trough in person, nor do I necessarily want to see such a thing in person. By the way, Bisu, if you have any clips you wanted to share, I would love to see them. Really appreciate you rating. That's very sweet of you. And whenever somebody raids, I always like to ask if anyone has any clips to share. I'm pretty sure you've raided before. You've heard my spiel before. But yeah, I always love to ask if there's anything in particular you'd like to share with us. Any fun videos of yours. If there was any funny things that happened on stream. Could be a TikTok video. Could be a Twitch clip, a YouTube short, what have you. All right, so we found the lost convoy. What happened? What happened in this lost convoy? Trash chicken on Ohio. Well, I live in Missouri. You're not wrong. At the end of the day, Elgaso, at the end of the day, I can only toss so many stones while thriving in this glass house I've built. It's a reserve pile. I don't know, man. I want that added to my supplies right now because we're constantly so low. You saw we have like 8 hours remaining on coal. I feel like I can't treat it as a reserve. I think I need that. We need that shit now, honestly. So yeah, the Cortez knows how this works. Yeah, they've seen it themselves. Sure, absolutely. Get in a coal cart. Oh, like mine carts. I see what you mean. Yeah, like mine carts. They have more than 1 coal pile. I've seen that too. I've seen them produce like 2 or 3 large piles. But just with our supplies being as low as they are, I feel like I really need to emphasize the need to like draw it in as we're extracting it from the ground. Yeah. Visa says they don't have any. If you change your mind, or if any of your viewers have any, if any of your viewers have any clips you'd like to share, I am down. I am super down. Yeah, especially if there's like any moments where BC's like, oh, nobody sent him that clip. Don't post that one. That one weird moment, that one cringe moment I had, and then one of your viewers is like, yes, share that clip with Alex, yes. And that's always a fun moment. Yeah, it is getting late though. I don't blame you. Yeah, I do not blame you. Harvesting the pile faster doesn't get you more coal, it makes the pile smaller. So you're saying the pile is what is in our, like, in the number that's like at the top left? Is that number keeps getting really small and the pile doesn't shrink? That's my issue, is that I'm concerned that you know we're not able to eat through that pile quick enough. And that our active use, like actively available amount is just unable to keep up. That's my big concern. If that big pile is the top left number that is the actual metric, then that's cool. But I hope you understand my concern here. Like, you know, you see this giant pile, and then you see like 8 hours remaining, you know, 50 coal. It's like, there's a disconnect here. For the convoy, by the way, so they were heading for Winterhome, but of course, we've got bad news about Winterhome. By this point in the game, we know that that Winterhome has not seen better days. Has seen better days. So they ran out of fuel. So if we bring them back, we'll have a bunch of people. We'll of course have to house them and feed them, but they will be workers. So let's bring them back. I'm not gonna send them back. I will bring them back. And we had a feeling that was gonna be a big one for sure. For sure. Alright, so Lewis confirms, yeah, the bit on the ground, yeah, it's like a separate reserve, and it fills the pile. Right. The only concern is if the thumper pile gets maxed out, which stops the thumper from working. Shouldn't I be concerned about this number running low, though? right now it's actually not too bad. But I feel like the number of times I've seen this number get very, very low and this pile look large, that's where I go, man, I think I need to have more people to bring it in. That has been my concern. Because yeah, the idea I see what you're saying, where like, yes, if you produce too much coal on the thumper and you're not extracting it and the pile runs out, you know, then that's not good, obviously. Or they're not that the pile runs out, the pile, there's no room for more coal and this becomes inoperable, because that did happen. We did see that happen. But given that we've got some pretty scary times coming, with awful temperature spikes, and still kind of being behind the 8 ball on coal generation, even still, you know, with all this still, I'm looking for alternatives. Yeah, so I'm not so concerned about the thumper not being at efficiency. That I don't think is my concern. Have a good night, Justin. There's some not there's okay, so it's called Hitachi or Hibachi. Oh no, I'm sorry, no, Hibachi, that's the grill. Yes. Yes, that's the restaurant style. Yes. Oh, we're desensitized. That it does nothing to me because I'm desensitized. That's why. I like that a lot. The pile on the ground is the output, right? It's okay to be on the ground. But if it's on the ground and my generator runs out of fuel, you see what I'm getting at? That continues to be my concern. Because you're right, from an efficiency perspective, you know, you want this ticking along. You want maybe a pile and a half, maybe 2 piles of coal. You know, this giant pile of coal here. But I'm concerned about the inevitability that's staring me in the face right now, where I will have this coal in this pile, and then this number will reach 0, and this generator will shut off, and then bad things will happen. Harvesting the pile will not save you because it's only putting out a certain amount. But it seems like I'm harvesting it slower than it's outputting. In fact, I've taken workers off the thumper so that I can extract more. Build more thumpers? Well, I did have more thumpers. But then at one point I was like, well, shit, I have all this coal lying around. So that's the issue. Try to get longer shifts. That's one thing I've considered as well. I'm a little bit sad that you can't get extended shift until you have emergency shift. Because I don't think I want emergency shift. That seems too extreme, and I think it's just going to make everybody mad. I would love extended shift. It's a shame you can't, you know, it's like it's a progression tree. You have to, you know, get one after the other. So, and I've had other pressing matters, but yeah, that is probably the next realistic path here. To try to like stave off this attrition that, like I said, just feels inevitable. As this is not just a bad cold snap like the one we had earlier. This is going to be a tier 3 one. Now, granted, it will only last for a little bit. It'll only last for about a day, but still, it's going to be unfun. It's going to be unfun. Now, of course, we have, you know, a more capable medical team in the form of 33 children. Or how much? No, it's 61 children. Excuse me. We brought 33 in suddenly, but that is 61 total. Now we're about to have some more workers join us in less than a day. 27 workers will join us, and 18. Oh wow, 18 engineers. That's huge too. Engineers as well. I don't know if we've had an influx in engineers in quite some time, so that will build up some confidence. The food situation is still unfortunate. Well, right. Well, unfortunately, this number is kind of an incomplete picture because we're in the off hours, and of course, I was pulling people off food generation to try to help with the coal situation. But I like to think. Well, actually, what I might even do is maybe even build another hunter's hut or maybe another hothouse. Which would be the better choice? The cookhouse. Let's see. Daily gain. Cookhouse is 0. Well, it's not generating raw food. it cooks the rations together, obviously. So we know the cookhouse is doing fine, even with a really meager workforce. So it looks like the hothouse is a little bit more efficient individually. Of course, it takes. Actually, no, it takes fewer people to staff. Maybe I should just invest more into hothouses then. As I was going ham on hunters huts. None of them are fully staffed, but neither's the hothouse. Of course, they go at nighttime, which is nice. Let's build another hothouse. That is presuming I have the resources for it. I need wood. Oh, I don't have any wood. I've run low on wood. Let's fire up the sawmill then. Why I randomly got 6 workers? Oh, because they were probably sick. Let's fire that up. Turn the heat on. Yeah, I turned it off because of the misery with the cold snap, but now it's like, well, we might as well. Might as well, and then we'll go ahead and get this thing going too. Let's go for that. 1 thumper worker to 2 post workers. Well, let's see. We got 16 by 7, so we're a little bit over on that. But I don't know. I'm just yeah. See, this is what happened earlier. This is what happened earlier. Oh, it's even worse. It's even worse. Oh man, this is awful. I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, this actually might be curtains. This might be where the run ends, unfortunately. Because yeah, that's just untenable. Yeah, when that number gets to 0 and I see this, you understand my reasoning, right? You understand my reasoning as a new player. I see what you're saying, Lewis. You know, when it comes from an efficiency perspective, the long game, I hear you. I know you're saying you really want max efficiency. But what I'm saying is this is the situation, and I see 128 coal and I say, yes, I want it. Give it to me, please. Please. Now, of course, the good news is we've entered the working hour. So that will at least help. Can't wait for these people to get here because that'll help quite a bit. We have a little bit more wood. There we go. Because now we can afford this thing. So I'm not giving up yet, but oof, it's we're in a rough spot. It's gonna be about 26, 27 hours, a little bit more than a day. A little bit more than a day. Out of wood, but that's fine. We might just hold off on research for a bit. That's the more efficient generator. So, oh, no, that was the improved heaters. That was the improved heaters. So those are a little bit more efficient. So let's go with that then. We got Meerkat. What's up? He says we're hotboxing. How many joints need to burn inside of a standard suburban home to heat it? Well, when it's negative 94 degrees, a not great number. A number that is unfortunate. Negative 94. Can you imagine? Negative 94. I would. So many of my various appendages would have just ceased to exist. The tiny pile will give you another hour, but it's something, you know. When you're at this level of desperation, to me it's an indication of I need to be pulling more. I need to be extracting more. That's what it tells me. It tells me that there's money being left on the table, and the other part of it too is that, like I said, we were generating more coal, and I lowered how much coal we were generating because of how much was being left on the ground. No, Sheena. So that's I've tried to take pains to, to bring more into it, bring more of this stuff into it, because, I would see the piles and I would go, the piles kept getting larger and the number up here kept not looking, it kept being unappealing. Let's see, how long could we have 5 hours if we do that. Let's just do range 1. Range 1 with Steam with level 2. See how far that gets us. See the cold symbol on the hothouse. That means it's cold. Too cold to run. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Right, because we need the heaters on. Go and turn the heaters on then. Although this one... Oh, because I don't have any workers. Let's give them some work. There we go. We have an engineer as well that's available. Actually, that's a good point too. I don't need the factory right now. Let's take that off and turn it off. Whoops. In fact, let's consider... I took people off the workshop. I don't know if I like that. Oh, now granted, we're not using the workshop right now. In fact, I'll leave that there for now. I'll leave that there for now. Let's put some engineers back on medical. And then... Oh, there's also this. Sure. What do I have? I have... Oh, propaganda center? Yes. Hope rises. Oh, wow. Wow, it does. It's just one person. Oh, cutscene. Okay. You need to extract more. Like I said, I think we were extracting too much. That was the bottleneck I was reaching. 25,000, he says. That's an impressive number. That's an impressive number. When it's at -90. Well, okay, single room. What about a whole city? What about a city with 179 inhabitants? Because that's where we're at right now. That's the reality. And these are freezing. Let's go ahead and turn more things on. What can we do about this? Let's turn some more stuff on. Gathering post. Pull thumper turn. Actually, that one is... That's the one that's off. Yeah, that's the one we want to turn on. Cookhouse. That one on. Now, granted, we only have half a day. Still, I'm trying to prevent deaths if I can help it. More homeless. These guys haven't arrived. Wonder where they were. Oh, maybe they were sick. Maybe it's because they were sick. You were extracting too much. The answer was to build 2 posts per thumper, not to turn one off. Well, the problem there is I didn't have enough people to fully to like partly stock another thumper. That was why I didn't stock that one. That was my decision point there. Although that being said, once we get the influx, that probably would be an opportunity. In 2 hours, we're gonna get that influx of people. That probably would be an opportunity to bring more folks to turn that one on. I would probably prioritize food production. Whoops, not that one. Well, right now it says it's 0, but oh no, we're in the working hour. Yeah, let me unpause. Let's see. This one is functioning. Yeah, so they're generating stuff, so it'll probably just take a second for it to update. I think post go and turn that one on. That one's good too. Well, it's on. Yeah, it is very cold, but it is functioning. This one, the cookhouse, but it's inoperable. Even with the heater on, that's a shame. But not terribly surprising. Yep, not terribly surprising. I'm a little bit surprised that even a tier 2 heater and the tier 2 steam level it's still very cold. That's rough. Oh, there's no workers. Oh shit, how'd that happen? Well, okay, they've arrived. I wonder how they got to new workers. Maybe they maybe when it became inoperative, they like got auto deselected. Because I definitely wouldn't have unselected workers there. Where should they go next? Some trees. Gloomy Cave or the... oh, wait, hold on. It's a frozen grove. Hold on. I thought there was a... Okay, there's a coal mine out there. I think I might be more interested in... I mean, coal would be nice. Some of these are a lot closer, though. 20 hours, 15 hours. Oh, wow, that's a day away. Oh, it's probably like rough terrain. No sense of life. There are probably machines. Let's go with that one. I like the fact that one's a little bit closer. Go for those low-hanging fruits. Okay, let's go and unpause. We have a whole bunch of people. We have 45 people to work with. That is a sight for sore eyes. So now we can max out some things, which would be nice. And now, feel better about this situation too. So I suspect now, so now to what Lewis was saying, now we probably are more inclined to fully staff all the coal operations now. Would this one be able to reach that one? Possibly. Possibly. Let's also up that one, and that one, that one. If they get sick, they'll remove them from the workplace. I'm surprised that it removes them from, like, I know it removes that, like, they're unable to work, but I'm a little bit surprised that it, like, removes them from the pool. Because what I've seen before would be, like, some little indicator that says, like, so-and-so, you know, so many people are out from, you know, because they're receiving treatment. Because I figured it would just auto-assign them when they got out of treatment. I figured it's one thing if they're gravely ill or they die. Like, that makes more sense to me. But I was noticing that people were trickling back into our pool. So I was like, yeah, I wonder what's causing that to happen. It's probably from that. Probably from that. So you do have to kind of micromanage then. Making sure that... If we need 5, let's go with 3. Making sure that, yeah, if a station mysteriously goes quiet... It's because, it's because there's a chance at least that it's during a cold snap, and that that it is inoperable. Care house is freezing, which probably means inoperable. We'll see if that can still do it. We'll give it a bit. I'll unpause in a second. See if that does it. This thing's gonna create a hole in the ozone layer. Well, the beauty of this game, or of the setting for this game at least, is that, yeah, by the time, you know, the game starts proper, well, I guess they don't exactly say. They kind of hint at what caused it. But yeah, there's already been a global catastrophe, so holes in the ozone layer, it's like that ship's already sailed. By this point, this is just, it's just its own nightmare, scenario. Let's see, what's this one? Child shelter, turn that one on, yeah. I'm surprised that one's been quiet this whole time. No children are in the shelter right now, though. Right, because we are in the free time mode. Oh, okay. I guess, can I set it where it only is on during working hour? I guess not. No, that's the thing for some of these, where you can set the heater to only be on... Yeah, the working hours, yeah. $59 sick, yeah. The good news is that this is going to be ending soon. And it'll jump up significantly, which will be helpful. Yeah, it's like they kind of... There's like some there's some hints, I think, but yeah, I would say they don't necessarily like explicitly say what it was. I think there's like just little glimmers of telling some of the story. Let's go and unpause it and see it. Like, yeah, obviously we're trying to turn these things on to see if they are worth the darn, but yeah, nothing. So if it's freezing anyway, let's go without. Even the tier 2, that goes to show just how awful this cold snap is. It's that bad. It's that bad. Let's take this up to tier 2 with the range for a bit. That'll at least help. It's expensive. Really expensive, but it's at least something. Of course, we're in the hours where we cannot be working right now. Also, I'm thinking I might take this guy off the steel production. Let's do that. I'm gonna turn this off for a bit. And have this be... for the automaton. Oh, I guess I have to unassign him. There we go, let's do that. Now, this is getting kind of low. We'll have to build another one of these pretty soon here. Another sawmill. Yeah, we're going through wood more than we're going through steel on a fairly regular basis. At least we've raised hope up a little bit at least, which is good. Yeah, we can't do both. We can't do both. That's unsustainable at this hour. 24 people still. So we could still do some other stuff. Go ahead and max that out and max that out. And then let's go ahead. Since we've got people to spare, let's get the second gathering post. Oh, I guess the rest are engineers. And that bad boy on. There we go. Turn it on as well. Oops. So now we've got the people for it. Food rations now. Of course, we got these fully stocked, which is good. Oh, let's go ahead and fast forward. Oh, maybe that was a bad idea. Oh, I mean, not much I can do to stop this, I guess. Tier 1? Something, I guess. Frostbite. Yeah, no, I know. I'm acutely aware of the frostbite. I'm acutely aware. So some people are abandoning the Londoners when in a very odd combination of things. Yeah, some Londoners are saying, you know what, maybe it's okay at the same time that our generator shuts down. Oh, it will turn off if there's no one in the buildings. That's good to know. So that's good. That at least will prevent the they turn the lights off before they leave. But the good news is, just in the nick of time, somebody's sick and not being treated because it's too cold. Lewis, it's almost as if this game is challenging. And I'm new to the game. it's almost as if this game is a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard. And our situation is desperate. It's almost as if the situation is desperate. Third post is turned off. This one right here. Oh, it is still turned off. Thank you. You're right. Sometimes I assume that when I assign people that it turns it on. Of course, the working hours hasn't started yet. A week-long break was too much. I last played on Thursday. It's been less than a week. It's been like 4 days, 3 days. In fact, I think you were here in that stream. Yeah, you were here. So you were present for it. Wait for that to fire up. Because there we go. There's the workout. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say that's what I want to see. I want to see that number go up. Let's go ahead and fire this back up for the time being. There we go. Just make a conscious decision to win. Play on easy versus normal. I don't know. I don't really like to play games on easy mode, at least not on stream. I like to play what was you know what was recommended by the devs. That's generally like what I try to strive for. And especially because I've said from the get-go, I'm not committing to a full playthrough here. All I've said is that I wanted to try it out before I tried the second game. And it'd be one thing if I was like, I am resolute and I want to beat this thing and I want to like see it all the way through, and then like, you know, beat it once in the on easy mode and then go to normal mode. If I was gonna like really grind in on this thing. But I don't know. I feel like I wanted to experience the game the way that is like, you know, intended and standard by the devs. It might be tons per hour instead. Right. For the math we were doing earlier, right? Yeah. You think Game 2 is harder? I don't know. I've heard mixed things about the second one. Some say it's harder. Some say it's easier. Some say it's just too different to really compare them. I found some supplies. Priceless supplies. Probably the Steam cores. Yep. Yeah, so we got some stuff. Some food. Oh, okay, never mind. So no Steam cores, but some wood and some food. Resources will be taken. We found an observatory. And it's right. Oh, it is right there. So this is how far? About 15 hours. 12 hours there. Smoke over. That's a good sign. Sure. Let's check it out. Check it out. 11 hours. Not bad, not bad. That one's doing its thing. Our propaganda machine is churning things out. We do need to, speaking of machines, we do need to... Yeah, lack of treatment. Yep, it's getting not good. We at least need to get some prosthetics built. So I need to pull a few engineers. Pull 3 off that guy. Got plenty of steel. 4 of those built. We start turning these things on. There we go. People are dying though. All the more reason to turn stuff back on. Just now that we have exited the worst. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase the range, but keep the tier at level 1. That one on. Anything else that's off right now? So yeah, so they do see the pawn in front of that one. 6 out of 10. I think posts are pretty good. I'll just click these just to close them. We of course have quite a bit of homeless. Let's go ahead and build more bunks, more bunkhouses, more cozy little bunk beds. So cozy. So cozy and so happy. I think a lot of our... Yeah, these are bunkhouses. Yeah. So this is kind of the residential district, more or less. Let's build. I think we can do more than a few of them, actually. Let's do 3 of them. That should be enough. Get those going. Oh, Cortez gonna see if they can get caught back up. Speedrun, baby. This would be a tough game to speedrun. Well, yeah, I guess it obviously wouldn't be speedrunning the end game timer, but like the speedrunning the IRL timer. If you're able to go like in fast mode, man, this would be a stressful game to speedrun. It's a stressful game just to play just casually, obviously. Yeah, Lewis says 2 will be harder. Like I said, I've heard mixed things. I've heard mixed things. So that's just your opinion. That's just your opinion, man. We just need Snoop Dogg. He'll roll all the blunts and light them up like a champ. No question. Technology tree. How far away are we from getting this guy? 50 and 100. Actually, shockingly close. Although I think the prosthetics we've begun the work on it, but we haven't like committed the steel yet. So what we might want to go ahead and do is that's on the automaton. Let's fire this back up. Except I need people for it. And we'll pull from... I don't think I need this many for the guard stations. Let's go back down to 2 and 2. Fine. Go up to 6. That's fine. 6 might not even be necessary. They have to smoke 8.3 million joints per every 15 minutes. That's quite a bit. That is quite a bit. Oh, the cookhouse wasn't functioning. Oh, because the heater was off. There we go. That is functioning. Let's see. All right, so we have the wood now. Steel's a little bit further off. There's some other things I need to consider. These are still very cold. Heat on. There we go. Man, the difference in having enough people now. The difference in having enough peeps to make it all happen. Facility's closed. Yo, let's turn that on. Oh. The factory was off. There we go. So, more of this kind of thing. And number keeps going up. It was like 1 might join if it's a slight, like the middle option. It might be 1 joins, and it's 3 joins. Now it's 4. Is that number going up little by little? Cortez got it down. That's impressive. That's impressive. Yeah, if you've gotten a lot of time in this game, I'm sure it can make all the difference for sure. Endless mode? There's an endless mode. That's good to know. Something I might not touch with a 10-foot pole. There was a range extender on the generator. Well, we do have a range extender. We don't have it on right now. Does he only have the ring, the middle ring on right now? We could turn on the second one. We're, I think, at an okay place right now. Oh, wait, no, we do have the second range on. Oh, the second level. That's what you meant. You meant the second power level. Not the range level, because the range level is good. Actually, let's double check. Yeah, the care house is actually in pretty good shape. I can go without that one. Oh, no, we can't. No, we can't. It's you're hot or you're cold for that one. There we go. It's a little bit surprising. Same thing with that one. Yeah, so some of these we do have to keep on. We get to keep this for in this state for a little bit. But in about 2 days, about 55 hours time, we'll have another cold snap. Got to read the observatory. What did we find? Something is amiss. Okay. The sun is dimming. Met by some of our lost people. They came here for help, but everyone is dead. Astronomers continued their observations until they starved. Loss of sunlight can't be explained. Oh, the sun is dimming. So some little bits of lore. We have survivors though, which is nice. No console version yet. That's something I was on rings, exactly. Let's escort them back. We have some supplies to bring back with us anyway. We're not quite in as much of a need for people as we were earlier, but it's still a welcome sight. We'll still take it. Londoners prey on discontent. So they did keep the guard, yeah. Not terribly surprising. They went too far. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal shit. Hope gets diminished. It's a shame we were starting to build back the hope a little bit, which is nice. Trying to build it back. Inoperative. No gather. Oh, it's because it's empty. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and demolish it then. We'll demolish it and we'll build another one. Another sawmill. I didn't get the other cool thing, did I? Sources. The wall drill. Oh, did I get the wall drill? Oh, but it costs steam. Honestly, I think we're okay. I think we're okay to spend some steam cores. We got 3 of them. Let's do it. 5 steel shorts. You get the next tier. Yeah. So that would have to go up here. So that's actually not too far from our existing roads. A big piece of machinery. It's large. Destroy resources, but all it would destroy is just the wood that's loose here anyway. Or I could go for this one. I think I'm fine to just go for this one here. Let's go with that. Yeah, so let's go and decommission that building. Get the goods back, and then it's gonna be a bit of an awkward pathing here. Actually, not that awkward. It's not too bad. Not as bad as I thought it'd be. I've still got one person that is freely available. Probably still food is my main concern right now, especially with more people coming in. Oh, it is a. Oh, it's the idle automaton. That's the one thing right now. Okay. Oh God, what do I have you do, automaton? But if nothing else, here's what I can have him do: is have him just go back to the steel. But we'll ultimately have the automaton go for the wall drill. I think it's probably what we'll have him do. So we can turn that off. Enough housing for the new people. Yeah, we'd started to build a bunch of new ones. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I don't have roads to them. That's why. Much stuff to do. So much to do. So much to see. It's like Smashpunk taught us back in the day. Let's go and build some more though. We've got enough to get things started. A lot of bunkhouse needs. A lot of bunkhouse needs. One there. And we have more coming in hot in 8 hours. 8 hours more where that came from. After a certain point, the best laid plans of hobbits and men trying to have things being organized. After a certain point, it's like we're just trying to build as close to the epicenter as possible. That's the extent of my that's the extent of my sophistication level of what I'm trying to do here. Well, it might be a little bit closer. Whereas building in the range of the guard towers is very helpful as well. Build one there. Then I think I can afford one more. Whereas I think that, yeah, that is outside the range. I'll leave room for one there, but I'll put one there. I'm pretty low on the wood, but that. There we go. And then these three, it's getting built. One on pause. That one's good. Okay, so I think that all should be set then. We have 6 people that are not being utilized. Let's put them there. Okay. And that'll get us back some wood as well. Upgrade the hunting huts. It can be upgraded? I'm assuming you probably mean just staff them, unless there's like a research thing for hunting huts. I guess I haven't looked. You know what? I haven't really looked at the other tabs. I'm gonna check the other tabs for this guy. Well, that's not true. We looked at the factory. Oh, the flying hunters. Okay. Yeah. We would need to save up resources for that one. Lewis, yelling ain't gonna help you, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You need to realize that, you know, when you're new to this game, I will not be very efficient. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would if I could. I would if I could, but you see the situation we're in right now. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yelling, all caps, exclamation points. I'm sorry, man. I can only do so much. No, if there are times where I don't like react to every single message, I like to think I'm pretty good about catching most of them. You know, sometimes I do miss things. It's true, but like, I don't know, man. Also, what I would recommend people consider when I'm playing a game like this that is really, really meant to be stressful and murderous and unforgiving, is let me fuck around a little bit. You know, it's okay if I die. It's okay if it fails, right? Like my general policy for backseating has always been, if you as a viewer feel that your viewer experience is diminished by me like not knowing something, like if the tutorial for this game, it doesn't do a very good job of describing something, like yeah here Alex, let me fill you in on something that the game doesn't always do a good job of conveying. Or sometimes I forget a thing. Sometimes I'm just a dumbass. You know, like those moments are fine. Those moments are fine. But also, on the other end of the spectrum is like, yeah, just allow me to fuck up, right? Like, as long as it's not egregious. As long as it's not like, it's like something where you're like, oh my god, if he just knew this one thing, it would make everyone's experience better. It'd make everyone's experience better. So, like, that's when I like usually trust people to like just say, yeah, use your best judgment. But for a game like this, yeah, it's like you are guaranteed to be behind the 8 ball. But you forget. What if you forgot all of it? What if I forgot all of it? That's a bit of a strong way to phrase it. What I would say is that I think this game is meant to be overwhelming. That's my take. I mean, yeah, the game does explain quite a lot, but also it throws a lot at you, man. Super behind with chat. That is something I do try to pick up on, but usually I'll like look ahead a little bit. Like usually what I'll do is I'll look to see if there's anything like major, and then I'll get back to where I was last. So usually what I try to do is I try to see if there's anything like glaring. But I don't know. Like I said, Lewis, I can tell that you're maybe not having a great time, and I don't want to make this a negative experience for you. You know, me being new to this game. But I also might say, yeah, maybe take it down a peg with the backseating. For your sake and potentially for mine. Because I think this is kind of how it's supposed to go. For the very first time you play this game, I don't think you're supposed to win. I don't think you're supposed to win. I think you're supposed to make some mistakes and figure things out yourself, and that's how it goes, right? I think that's how it goes. So maybe just like Elgaso said, maybe we just cool it a little bit, right? Yeah, Bearded Blink, what's up, bud? We got Jim. What's up, Jim? Says, you know you're smart at this. Do you think am I playing stupidly? I feel like I'm playing inexperienced. I like to think I'm playing inexperienced. And I don't know, it's hard to compare this game to something like RimWorld, that I did play blind, well, but not really. Because I'd watched somebody stream the game for like 60 hours, like 50, 60 hours before I started playing it. Running low on the juice, by the way, that's not good. So like, I don't really have a good baseline, honestly, for this game. You know, playing other games, let's be real, most other games aren't as unforgiving as this one is. Jim asks, are we eating the dead yet? Well, we're not too far off. We're not too far off. Let's be real. Not too far off from that point. It's a little bit rough. It's a little bit rough. By the time you're no longer new to this game, you've already like beaten it 4 times. Yeah, to me it's meant to be a lot. The other thing too is this is one of those games where I tell myself that if I wasn't streaming it, it would be a little bit easier to not miss little things, not miss little details. This is not, I'm not trying to say like, don't make fun of me, I'm such a sensitive snowflake, but it's like, you know, when your attention is divided, it is easier to let those little things slip through your fingers. Probably just remove the writing. Yeah. People may get hurt. Oh, it's if you wanted to remove discontent, I see. I was like, man, what's the benefit there? Let's just remove it. Just remove it and go along with ourselves here. Starting down, but the working hour is about to resume. So I think we're okay. So I think we're good. Yeah, we're all just hanging out. We're all just hanging out, yeah. We're all just hanging out. People are dying. We're out of coal. You know, it's such a... I like Chuck saying, we're all just hanging out. Just vibing. And then, like, if you were to zoom in, you could, like, hear the screams of all of our colonists being like, oh, God, we're so miserable. This sucks. This is so terrible. Oh, man. How's about this? Let's go and call it. Let's go and call it. I think I've had my fill of this game. I think I've had my fill of this game, and I think others are also having their fill of me playing this game. I can see the writing on the wall here. So what we'll probably do, I was originally thinking we would do 2 sessions of this game before getting to 2. Starting up 2. I think we'll still plan on trying Frostpunk 2 on Friday. So I might do something else on Wednesday, I think is what we said. Oh, hold on, I want to save first. Still gotta save my game, right? I mean, I know it does autosaves. No, it does autosaves, but I like to manually save. Yeah. This game is good. This game is good. I knew from the get-go, I was like, I don't know about this one, man. This game scares me. This game intimidates me. I knew from the get-go I was unsure at best about doing like a full playthrough. Chuck says, I want him to lose. I want the struggle. That's the thing too. I like to think there's entertainment value in watching a streamer struggle with something, learn some things on the way, and ultimately fail and go, it happens, right? Like I enjoy that. I enjoy both. I enjoy watching the streamer kick ass. I enjoy watching the streamer fuck up and how they, react when things don't go right. I never like actively root against somebody. Like that's always kind of weird, but like I like to think there's entertainment value in either approach. So yeah, that's like the way I see it, this is one of those games where, yeah, it's meant to be an uphill battle. I think that's what I glean from this. It's meant to be overwhelming. You're meant to let a couple things fall slip through your grasp. And I'm happy that we made it as far as we did, to be perfectly honest, just given what I had heard about it. Lewis roots against the streamer. I'm picking up on that. I'm getting some of that energy right now. Oh man.